They say comparison is the thief of joy. But what if the two things you're comparing are absolutely peak? Today we'll be looking at the first fight between Okarun and Evil Eye, the anime versus the manga, and versus is kinda a stretch. If you know me, you know how much I love Dandadan and how much I adore Yukino Watatsu's art. This is just a fun video where you and I can admire and gush about how freaking impressive the animators and directors at Science Saru were able to translate these incredible panels into some incredible choreographed action animation.
You're gonna get such an ass whooping. No one hits Momo! Let's do this.
Let's just kick it off from where the fight begins. Evil Eye is going in for the kill shot and Momo has no time to react. And of course, in the nick of time, you know how Science Saru decided to give all the curses and yokais and aliens their own respective colors? Tober Granny's red, Acrobat Silky's magenta, Momo's turquoise, cosmic green, and now Evil Eye's purple. Did you know that Yamashiro, the series director, was going to make Evil Eye's color white? It was Abel Gongora, the co-director of season 2, who told Yamashiro to maybe try purple, and they did. And it decided it looked a lot better. It clashed way better with Okarun. Yamashiro later admitted that Gongora's suggestion was so good that he was embarrassed that he even suggested white to begin with. This is not to say that Yamashiro doesn't know what he's doing. He has an entire season under his belt to prove that he does. It's just to say that I think these two are going to make an incredible team. And it's not like they completely scrapped Yamashiro's idea. White is usually a color we associate with pureness and innocence. To a certain degree, that was Evil Eye. He's this little kid robbed of his childhood. He's done nothing wrong to deserve his suffering. He's just an innocent kid who wanted to play. Now, purple and red aren't exactly contrasting colors, neither are they complementary colors, so I tried to search online to see if maybe there's an emotional or psychological reason, and Gongora thought that purple might have been a better idea than white. None of the emotions that purple is said to invoke really apply to Evil Eye in my opinion, like royalty, creativity, and femininity, which led me to believe that Abel Gongora suggested this specific shade of purple simply because he thought it would look cool, which, when creating art, is as good a reason as any. Now I'm going to forget everything the professionals say about what purple is supposed to mean, because when I look at an environment like this, bathed in this purple, I don't feel safe. It feels eerie and mysterious. And if I were to imagine the depths of the cursed house in white like Yamashiro initially suggested, I'd feel a lot safer. I don't think the same dread would be felt with that particular choice. Actually, after recording that line, I found out that there was a reason that Abel Gongora did choose purple, and it wasn't that far off from what I was thinking. In an interview with Anime Corner, Abel says he wanted the arc to look very dark and mysterious, almost like horror movie darkness, because they're underground. I really want to push the darkness. I thought the purple and black is a color I really wanted to use. Me and Abel, like, we know things. They did such a cool job adapting this panel. I love the flashes of red we quickly see. It gives the impression that Okarun is not in control here. He's the underdog in this fight with Evil Eye. But the little flashes indicate that he is strong enough. He is capable to break through this curse. In the manga, we go from this panel to this panel in just 5 pages. In the anime, they padded out this scene a little bit more, extending the fight and giving a bit more context to what's happening between these panels. Then a great transition into the recreation of an iconic double-page spread. Tatsuya Wakano was in charge of storyboards and the direction of this particular episode. With this being an action-heavy episode, they said that their goal was to ensure action was easy to read. What follows is an exchange that is exclusive to the anime. Okarun fleeing from Evil Eye's attack, scurries through the tunnel of houses, running on walls, climbing through windows into living rooms, hopping on roofs as a grudge ball ricochets on every surface like a deadly pinball. Okarun eventually lands on the edge of a wall where Evil Eye is waiting to surprise attack him. Okarun tries to counter, but it's nothing more than a slight shove to Evil Eye. But we can tell how much power was actually behind that attack due to Okarun staying completely straight until Evil Eye tosses him away. It's a short fight in the manga, so Tetsuya wanted to make a few changes so that it wouldn't be over so fast. My favorite change is what's about to take place. After being trapped in the cursed house, getting his ass beat, Okarun finally has had enough and goes all out. One of my absolute favorite moments in the manga. I even did a recreation of what I thought it would sound like in one of my older videos. The kid gloves are off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20! The third thing you shouldn't have done is piss me off. Of course, AJ Beckles did a way better job than I did, but they also made some minor changes that impact this moment in major ways. Tetsuya decided instead of one set of 20 squats, Okarun would perform 5 sets, which would equal 100 squats. This does 3 awesome things for the anime. Practically, it makes the scene longer, so Tetsuya gets exactly what he wanted. Emotionally, it just hits harder. It's so much more raw and visceral of an attack. As Tetsuya points out, this makes the defeat of Evil Eye a bit more believable. I mean, realistically, let's just be honest, would one set really be enough to make Evil Eye tap out? 100 jabs to the chin just seems more likely to give the guy a KO. And third, it's fun. It lines up exactly with what Seiko told Okarun to do in regards to his training, 100 squats every day. It shows us that he's been keeping up with that training. Here, Okarun is no longer the underdog. Evil Eye is now who has to play defense, which is a contrast to the beginning of the fight. Purple is now the color that is struggling for dominance. I love after the first set you could see Evil Eye trying to take back control, but Okarun doesn't give him a chance and starts again. And it's so freaking badass. He's like, nope, let's run this again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20! We really are lucky to have such a passionate team working on this anime, a team that wants to respect the original source material but also take it to places where it could elevate its already fantastic moments. Seeing how all the different animators and artists talk about their experience on the Dandadan production online, they seem to be really proud of what they've been able to create. With how incredible this fight was, I can't wait to see what they have cooked for round 2.